think I'm good, but I'm not sure. Let's see. It says I'm streaming, so now whether or not that actually means anything, because YouTube does not seem to think I am. Okay, nope, that's it. Alrighty. Pop out the chat. Oh yeah. Hold on now. Aha. Okay, there we go. So yeah. Hi. Hello, my sweets. Let me grab a chair. Hoo-wee. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hopefully you all have had a good night's sleep. I've been up since around 4. Kind of sleepy. A lot of sleepy, actually. But I can't go back to sleep. Just can't do it. So, right now, I'm finishing working on setting up the desk cam. And hopefully I can get it to switch over to work while we are actually streaming. But if not, I might just start the stream over. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we do. But yeah, so yesterday, yeah, I'm happy with that. That's going to be good. Yesterday, I spent all day pretty much working on getting the shop in order and getting it set up. And I'm very, very happy with all the progress that I was able to get done. I was hoping to get this guy locked in so I can kind of show a little bit. Maybe give you a slight tour. And obviously I will give a much better one whenever things are fully done. But until then, went the wrong way. Oh boy. Other fun news. Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have done that again. Definitely shouldn't have done that. Fucking up. Should not have done that. Definitely shouldn't have done that. Gotta use a nice little microfiber cloth. It doesn't have to say Gucci on it, but it helps if it does. Okay. Oh boy. Eventually, I will get a second set of hands in here, and we'll be able to learn a little bit more about these cameras and all this shit. And able to do some actual more intensive stuff. Let's see. Battery. I have moved lights over here. Spray booth set up. I've started to go through these cabinets and getting them better organized. I've got my desk set up. I have moved from doing a camera on the ceiling, which, I mean, I'm going to have a hard point there as well, but this, I think, is going to be a much better use of the camera as far as a Predator cam. I think mounting it on the table and having it look down as opposed to what's up, guys? It's your boy Eli, and today we're causing mischief. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the sponsor in the description. That's what I should be saying. Today's sponsor is, oh man, I don't know, I didn't have anything on the draw. Teeth, a bucket of teeth. I do actually have teeth related things to talk about, which I'm pretty stoked about. I'll go ahead and throw those down there. I don't know where my little camera battery is, but if I find that, then we can hook this camera up. It sure is somewhere around here. there's a lot of little chargers and batteries and cables everywhere. It's almost like I've got way too much shit. Hold on. Nope. That is another lens. Where the hell did I put that? I think that's it. Here it is. Okay, I found it. Never mind. Okay, we're good. We're good. I still need to move that, but we'll deal with that later. Alrighty. Squarespace. Into the Squarespace. Into the AM. Raid Shadow Legends. The typical hobby YouTube troll. Man, Shadow Space. That would be good. So yeah, I've never fucked with any bit of League of Legends. Like, that's definitely something I was trying to explain to Sam yesterday. It was very good. And this is, again, to explain the differences between the way our brains think. We were both talking about, oh yeah, plans for like the stream and stuff like that. And he was like, oh yeah, you know, you got to be prepared about this and this and this. And I was like, oh yeah, I was thinking more about that, but that's a lot of stuff to be prepared about too. My anxiety. So yeah, different people think of different things. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to OBS. Let's see if I can add a mic. I bet I can. Oh hey, this is on, right? Yeah, but it doesn't have any feed to it. This guy. I need to make a little plug, like not a plug, but a frame, something to hold this still, because I hate having a cable connected by such a little wiggly piece of metal. It just seems silly. It's like that's going to get broken off. Also, hot damn, the amount of hair in this Velcro is awful, and I'm not normally someone who's bothered by hair. Okay, here we go. Bum, ba-dum, bum. So, I do have a lot of fun things to tell you guys, but I gotta get this camera set up first. A video capture device, that sounds good. Wait a minute. Camlink 4K? Might be. Is that? Oh. Well, hold on now. All right then, hold on just a sticky wicket. A boop, a boop, a boop, a. Yeah, that's gonna be great. As soon as you know, there's any kind of. What's oh. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Man, the Cloverfield 2 trailer. I have not seen that. When did that come out? That sounds awesome. I love Cloverfield. Very good monster design. I'm not a big shaky cam, like obviously, but I don't. Who really is like, man, I love found footage films. They're my favorite films. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out there. I mean, at one point in time, it's actually a couple times I've had people talking about how much they hate the John Carpenter, The Thing, and it is my favorite film. So, my boss, a couple years back, my boss Tim was telling me, we were talking about The Thing, and I was like, oh man, I love that movie, and you just played it on your stream. Oh, okay, I get it. Oh man. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out where the hell this little window is. Here we go. So, bring that forward. Right. I can't stress enough. My computer is too far away. That's why this is happening. This guy needs to be full-sized, like it was. But this guy needs to come forward. Where are you? Man, this is terrible. Terrible stream content. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure this out while I'm here. But the thing is, I couldn't really do this before I got on because I was still setting up all this shit. I'm just going to look here real quick. De-interlacing, show transition, scale filtering, blending mode. I swear that there was a, like, I thought that there was a button that clearly I could just click on and say, hey, move back, move to back. Or right click, move to back. But I don't think so. Nope, there is. Move down, move up. Oh boy, almost. Well, I don't know, man. So I'll figure that out later. I'm not trying to fuck with that all stream. That's just gonna be terrible, terrible, terrible content. Just listening to me trying to figure out how the fuck to use my own equipment. Maybe I shouldn't have woken up at 4. Anywho, so I got this patch. I like it a lot. It's a kitty. It says no gods, no masters. And then I got this really dope anglerfish. And then I got this one. It's a silly little guy. He's just a little possum guy with a little possum jester. And I like that a lot. I was like, I know a silly possum guy. I'm going to get this. And then I got these teeth. Oh, hey, I don't want to dox myself. So, but the whole thing was I got this from Tooth and Nail. Was where I got the teeth. And then I got these from Akira Arger Art Trash Merch. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of their stuff. I really like this anglerfish. I really like the possum and the cat too, the kitten. Feral kitten. That's what it's listed as. But I wanted to show those off. And the teeth I'm really excited about. I think I'm going to put them on the bottom. And I'm really trying to debate if I want the top above, like, the shoulders. I've got a patch coming that just says no gods, no masters. But I was on the fence of getting Latin, Mirne Rex, which would be King Piss. And then I also thought about just Nosc te Impsum, which is Know Thyself. Either of those I think would be good. I didn't know if I wanted to have 2 patches that said no gods, no masters. But I can never say it enough, I suppose. Alrighty. So, my friend got real raccoon teeth and sewed them onto her vest. That shit was so sick. That's fucking rad, dude. When I was in Touchdown City, I had a bracelet with wisdom teeth on it, my wisdom teeth. People did not like it. I liked it a lot. But no, it didn't leave a scar. I wouldn't say. I eventually took it off though because I got frustrated about something. I was like, fuck. I hit something that I owned. And when I did, one of the teeth went under and my wrist went down, and I hit it so hard that it like kind of jacked up one of the teeth and also cut my arm. And then I was like, okay, I gotta stop wearing teeth. But they were my wisdom teeth from when you bit yourself. I did. From for a while, one of my exes had one of my teeth on a necklace. It might still be on a necklace at my mom's house. But yeah, I used a pin vise, a little one that I've had for forever. This guy, my really, 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 really cheap one that I got. I think I got this at Michael's. Like, Jesus, I would have had to have gotten this like 20 years ago. Like, I've had this for almost 20 years. It does not take any. It's a pin vise, and I'm sure I've shown this before. It's just really silly. I can't get myself to get rid of it though, because it is a very useful bit. The size is just very useful. I want to say it's 1 millimeter on the dot, but that looks like 1 millimeter on the dot. I don't know. It might be an eighth of an inch though. No, that's not an eighth. Yeah, that's an eighth. Anywho, but yeah, I use this to drill through it. It takes a long time to drill through teeth. But with enough determination, anything, with enough determination, anus thing is possible. So yeah, pin vise. Yeah, this one, it's the collet does not accept any bit other than this one, so it's very kind of silly. But I just can't, I can't really get myself to get rid of it, even though I have 2 other pin vices that are 100%. If anyone was going to buy a pin vise, they're the ones that I would recommend. And then I've got my 2 Dremels. So it's just more of a, every now and then I need to drill this specific hole. And this is kind of a fun little tool I've got for forever. So I don't get too upset about holding it. Anywho, so to show you guys a little bit more about what we got going on here. Essentially, I moved my desk. This used to be, at this point, used to be further down here, and kitties and cuties used to be on it. Now my computer is on it, and this is set up so I essentially have my cart here that I will be moving from the shop to the studio part of the basement whenever we are gaming. But pretty much, I just got these. I'm really, really stoked about these. Which, yeah, okay. Just want to make sure you can see these. Yeah. So just to make sure you can see them, I just got these at a yard sale from my awesome neighbor who likes to sell me. I just realized also I'm not near my mic, so let me sit over here by my mic and I'll point, and then you'll be able to tell that way. Man, I'm fucking this stream up. I clearly need the second monitor. I just really need that to come forward. I don't know why. Why do the thing? This is not. Wait a minute. I'm an idiot. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know why I'm. Actually, I do. I've been up since 4 a.m. That's why. Yeah. No, lav mics. The lav mics are coming. They are right there on the desk. Yeah. So, one, I'm excited about lav mics because that means that I'll be able to get up and walk around and stuff. But 2, I gotta tell you, there are very few things that I love as much as seeing someone doing an interview and the whole time they're doing this. Like, this is the silliest sized microphone. It's just like, okay, and what do you have to say about that, sir? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, it just seems like what I would give Theodore or Margot an interview with. Like, okay, and Miss Margot. I like them though. But yeah, I've yet to play with these. They will be played with very soon. We are getting there. I gotta say, again, really pleased with the amount of planning the other part of my brain did. We are like mid-June, and I don't know how it factored in getting a lot of the stuff that it was just like, nah, shit'll work out. But on a horrifying note, that does seem to work. But yeah, I guess it just factored in that my neighbor would need to get rid of these cabinets or these shelves, and it knew that I would get them. Or it was factoring in other shelves that I have. But yeah, I got those for $10 from my neighbor. $10 for 2 of them, so I was pretty stoked. This is the same neighbor that sold me all of my my hoard of model kits, like scale model stuff. He's the one that sold me boxes of models, $1 a box. And when I say a box, like the big cardboard box is full, and they're just like $1 each. Yeah, but yeah, $10 for those. I was like, that's crazy. Not as good as a deal as $1 a piece for 50-year-old model kits that have not been opened. I don't know. At some point, I need to put one of those together. Like probably, I feel like I should put the R2-D2 and the C3PO together. I feel like those are ones that I should put together to the best of my abilities and try to actually show off those old kits, because they are... I absolutely am not a fan of keeping things in the box, especially model kits. Guitars are even a more thing. There's like nothing more offensive to me than keeping a guitar under the bed in the case. If you know any old men with Gibsons under their basses, or under their bass, if you know any old men with Gibsons under their beds, steal them and play them, or make them play them. Very, very much not a fan of those kinds of situations. Which, on that note, my buddy Danny, if anyone cares about guitars, he found the holy grail of guitars at, like, a dude had a shack like in the middle of nowhere, and he was selling I want to say it was a 1949 Sunburst. I mean, it's one of those that it's just like, it's comical how many in the world there are, and like there's like literally 2 guitars that are probably more valuable than them, but some dude just had one, and he sold it way cheaper than he should have. Anyway, but then, yeah, no, I've talked about this, because that's the one that Danny then turned around and sold to Joe Bonamassa, which is also fucking crazy. But at the same time, it's just like, I kind of believe it now. At this point, I believe it. Anywho, so... what else did I have to tell you guys? I had a whole bunch of stuff. I was showing you this stuff because I need to have a way to store my big shit, like these pieces of wood, things like that don't really fit on a little shelf or fit in here. So I'm not sure if I want to put the stuff that is really pretty in boxes on those shelves, or if I want to have stuff that is ugly on these shelves. But right now it's currently just loaded up with everything that I'm currently working on, or stuff that does not have a set place. So, and the other thing that I was going to say... Everybody look at my butt. Okay. Pick these guys up. Well, I didn't pick these guys up. I ordered them. These were these were part of my order from Catalyst Games, which I was really excited about. So I think they still might. This is crazy. Why is that screen smaller than it should be? I don't know. I'll figure it out tomorrow. My apologies, everybody. I'm doing my best. But yeah, so speaking of good deals and whatnot, get in there. There we go. That's better. And then I'll grab this guy and I'll pull him closer. That way you can see my pretty face. Yeah, this is great. So I don't know if you've got BattleTech Clan Invasions yet. If you like BattleTech, currently this is 50% off on Catalyst's website. So I was excited about that. And I took my Game of Armored Combat 20% off coupon. And I got that and the Mercenaries box. And I ordered the Total Warfare PDF and the BattleTech Battle Mech Manual PDF, which is the rulebook just for playing mech to mech combat, and then the Total Warfare is the like full rule set. I wanted to get Total Warfare on PDF. I was hoping to get the Battle Mech Manual on physical and PDF, but I can't find anywhere physically. Yo, the merch box stuff's like it is. I was like, man, this is rad. I also love the elementals. In the clans box, there has just always been something about. It's just that it is what it is on the box. I love the idea of being a dude fighting God, like and in this case, just a God machine. It's just like, yeah, I think I can kill that. Like that. That's always just been my jam. I'm always down with that kind of a jam. Let me hit you with the secret tech. Ares games and miniatures. So what is that? Is that another Fortress miniatures and games? Oh man. Oh no. Are these other companies that make things? This isn't good. I don't need to spend more monies. I need to clean my desk. I'm often like, those are the two places to grab stuff. Okay. Well, I'm gonna wipe that down. I wonder what this is. That's a roll top. Anywho, it was a roll top. They are game stores who are the backbone of the BattleTech community. Oh, hell yeah. That's legit. Okay. Ares Games and Miniatures. ARIES Games. If I don't write it down, I won't remember. Oh, no. I'll wake up in the morning and Fortress Miniatures and Games. I gotta say, and I was ranting to Kelly about that this morning. No, I think that was an empty cup. So yeah, okay, well this is some bullshit. I broke 2 different fucking drill bits yesterday, trying to get all my shit done. But those were from my return vent. I had to move, so I think I talked about this a little bit. I don't have my lights on right now, so I'm a little bit in the dark, but again, wasn't fully done, but did not want to miss the stream today. So originally my light mounts were like right here because I was sitting over there, but now they are over there, so they can blast my face. Greeblin. We'll do this one. I need to get this little setup figured out better. Greeblin has moved over here. Gives you a great way, an easy way to play campaign games without the convoluted campaign operations book. So that is why I picked it up. I read that online a lot. A lot of people, and that was kind of what I was getting at. Yeah, I just want to show Greeblin. Ignore the rest of my messy fucking house. But I didn't want anyone to think that Greeblin was not where it would be happy. I'm going to go back to the BattleTech box. I just wanted to say initially Greeblin was in this hall, kind of, where the second shelf is. And I gotta be honest, I started to feel bad about it. I was like, you know what? I kind of feel bad that I'm like kind of putting Greeblin in this like kind of dark hallway by itself. Greeblin looking fresh as fuck though. Yeah, Greeblin looks fresh as fuck. I'm gonna move the camera back over there. You just look at that beautiful hair. Look at my beautiful child. Is that, yeah, bam. Look at that Greeblin go. Man, look at that full head of hair. Yeah, it's good. It's a good Greeblin. Anyway, so, yeah. Greeblin, looking fresh as hell, as always. I need to yeah, this is a good little test run for the first day without my bigger monitor because man, that is absolutely making a game changer of how easy this is to like do things. My whole thinking about this was I am trying to force myself to stop looking at that and to only look at this because I want to make sure that I'm looking at you guys and not like kind of off to the side. I just need to get in the habit of that. It's the planning stages. So with everything, it was just like I knew first thing I had to do was I had to build a castle. Had to build a castle because I needed a game to showcase, kind of. And from there, I knew that while I was building this, I needed to have Greeblin. That's Greeblin's hair. I needed to have Greeblin printing out all the Trench Crusade buildings because it's going to take months. And it did. It took like 2 months to print out that entire town. So that puts us at March, April, May. So yeah, for the past month, I've just pretty much been working on printing Golden City stuff and Flames of Orion. Yeah, and the castle. They're still working on the castle. But as far as getting the podcasts and stuff set up, I think we now have a realistic, like that is going to be soon. My buddy Sam is very, very much on board. I'm very excited about it. I think we will probably, I don't know, I feel like we'll probably want to record an episode or two before putting them out. So we can put one out. No, we'll probably just do one. Yeah, just do one. Put it out. I don't like doing doubles. Seems silly. Anywho, I'm just thinking. I'm still just off the dome. Just waking up. I'm trying to get... I've been up since 4, but I swear my brain's not awake. I've been working a lot on the Flames of Orion stuff. Shit, that's what I was about to... I was going to say. I am continually... And I've already emptied it. So, I've already emptied the box. I opened them this morning. I was going to do, like, oh, hey, I'll open them first impressions. And I think I've already taken it out of here. God. If I'm wrong and heaven's real, if it doesn't smell like this, I don't fucking want to go. Put that on my headstone that I don't want. God damn. I want to just bathe. I want to just be perpetually smelling ink, like heavy fucking ink. There are a few things that I think that make my brain as happy. It's just like, oh yeah, that's dopamine. That's a lot of fucking dopamine right there, baby. One, I love these. Like, and I went from very, very, very different like perspectives. I mean, fuck, I'm putting a lot of time in on the castle. This channel is mainly going to be about how much I love putting absurd amounts of detail into everything, which seems that I would absolutely hate this because it's literally a piece of paper. But I'm being dead honest. If I'm not doing what I'm doing like here, I'd rather do this. Like, if I'm not going to give everything I have to try and have the most absurd kind of like, I want to look like it's supposed to look in my head, then I have such a hard time, like, where do I draw the line? It's just like this, I can draw a line here. This looks great. Like, I don't need anything more than my imagination. And I like that. I don't know. Another thing that I really liked was that they include, I thought this was cool. Pretty fucking cool little map. But I also thought it was just, it's still just mind-boggling to me that Catalyst puts coupons in like one of their boxes at all, and that there is a section on their website that says the word sale. Like, there's never been a time like that I can recall ever that Games Workshop ever had anything like that on their website. In like 20 something years. But it's just wild. It's wild how different the two approaches to similar things are. And initially I was like, they're not really that similar. You might try 3D printing the hills. People make files that overlap with the paper maps. Coupon is also for iron wild metals too, I think. Oh, nice. I did see they had an ad in there, but I don't think that one had a coupon code on it. I know they changed the coupon apparently. These are all, well, these are not. These don't have the 40 on them. Huh. Those do. So those two I got at my local gaming store. These I ordered straight from Catalyst. And it got here crazy fucking fast. But I mean, it was like $11 shipping. But I did order 2 big boxes. So, and it was 25 or 20% off on top of the 50% off. So, I'm good with it. I was very pleased with my interaction with Catalyst Games. I got 2 PDFs and 2 boxes for like the price of like 1 box. I'm pretty happy with that. Which until recently was not the same company. Oh, okay. So that's different. So like maybe they've recently been acquired. It's almost like a Forge World. A Forge World was separate. But yeah, no. And then the little books, they come with like a little like novel. I've got those elsewhere just because I'm not going to use those during the games. But yeah, I'm just very, very impressed by how much they kind of go out of their way to try and show you how to get into the universe. And I don't think it's down here. I think it's, nope, it is. The front page, the first page of, I have my camera up now so we can look at that. Where is it? I think it's actually the first page, like after table of contents. This is just nuts to me. Just the summary of what this book is supposed to be, and them taking the time to try and acknowledge the fact that there are 40 years of lore that they need to try and get you to give a shit about to like actually get the most out of the game. Or to possibly get the most. And I love that. Like, I just said that, and it's just like, nope, that's wrong. I said what I said is wrong. They are not trying to get you to get the most out of the game. They're trying to get you to have fun with the game in any way that you fucking want. And that's just this, like that page, I guess that's what sold me on the game as a whole, regardless of how it plays or anything like that. I like to support games that support me as a person, like, and my, autonomy. I don't know. There's just something that is just so frustrating about games that are so hard locked in insisting upon themselves. It's stifling. And I think it becomes overwhelming, and it makes things more of a job than it does actually fun. Not the Ultra Deluxe B-Tech Universe book that makes the mech startup sequence noises when you open it. Is that this one? Ultra Deluxe B-Tech Universe book. I wish that'd be cool. Actually, no, I don't. That would be kind of annoying if it did it every time I opened it. I'm trying to think of was it Steel Legion? Or no, Iron Brigade? Is it Iron Brigade? Iron Battalion? Steel Battalion. I remember my buddy Derek, he bought the Steel Battalion, like the whole thing when it first came out. That is the kind of thing that it's just like, I'm down with that. I like that kind of shit. It's so over the top. It's the same thing as it's some Insta video, but it's a bunch of dudes, like a simulation of, it's like a tank sim, but it's just 3 dudes, and they've built this whole contraption to like pretty much make it seem like they are in a fucking tank, and I love every bit of it. But yeah, I guess we can look through here. I've been using this a lot, specifically these kinds of pictures, while working and thinking about my Flames of Orion stuff. And I don't know if I'm going to switch to OBS instead of looking at YouTube, because that looks like dog shit and I can't tell. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so I was really, really pumped to find out that they had made this, because I did not think that they had for a while. Every now and then I get really pumped and try to see if the games that I love from FromSoft have had art books made. Sekiro is one that I still need to get, but I'm trying to get this to look as clear as possible. I think that's it. Maybe. Yeah, right there. Okay. So, just to give you a peep, it's this kind of shit that I'm just like, that's the kind of stuff that I'm really trying to make this board really kind of sell the vibe of, is these giant industrial complex looking places. That was one of the parts of the game that I thought was done so well, is the environments. The environments are so good in, I don't know, there's just something so hauntingly, like, it's just haunting. It's just a haunting kind of image. No one lives there. Like, that's GW there. Another point for CGL is that the managing developer for Battletech literally traveled around the world, going to local game stores to meet and hang out with players and talk about games and play, etc. Yeah, I fucking like this game company. Like, I want to fuck with that company. That's a company that I absolutely would like to work with. And yeah, none of that surprises me based on everything else that I am seeing. It's just like, oh, okay. Yeah. That does not surprise me that they would go to stores and they would meet people and they would actually talk about it. And just, I was going to say something insensitive, but it absolutely, the two different flavors almost that it seems like that, like, Catalyst and GW have taken, is it's just like, one company very clearly was just like, this is a game that I really, really, really like, and if you don't want to play it, that's fine. Like, I guess that's kind of how BattleTech kind of comes out off to me, and I fucking love that. I love them being like, yeah, use what rules you want to use, just have fun, and I'm not going to tell you how to play the game. And you can use the same rules for 40 years and the same models, and that it's just buck wild, like, that they are. It's still a game, and like, they're able to do that, and I don't know. I'm really, really pumped about that, and it makes me want to work with them. It makes me want to do a lot more in that, like, that space. So I'm really, really fucking pumped about that, and I'm really, really pumped about the Flames of Orion stuff I've been building, because it gets me really pumped. That's what I was talking about with the terrain. I really want to make the board that I'm making for Flames of Orion. I really want it to have the same kind of vibe that I got with the Fires of Rubicon, which it is such, the art is so brutalist. Everything is so giant and monstrous, and just these big faces, stone faces, lack of detail almost. But everything, there's so much detail. It's just so oppressively massive. And I guess that's the thing that I loved so much about that game, is it really sold, we're fucking mining this planet. And that is really what I want to try and convey with my board for Flames of Orion. Steve's art that, on the cover, and I believe he's got a couple different spots in here where he talks about different environments. But I've been in and out of reading this and just, like, in my brain for a couple days. But where is it? The Orbital Station Gateway, Ocean Forgotten, Graveyard of Giants. Yeah, there's Ruins of Mecca, the ancient city, once one of the largest and greatest cities in the entire Orion system. Now the city is just a tomb. If you go in, you will always find something, though you may never return. I really want to make a board that it looks very much like humanity's not supposed to be there. It's like, it's a mining. It is, the whole planet is just being fracked. Like, however many people a corporation needs to like put on that rock to milk that rock for everything that it has. Like that is the amount and nothing more. Like I just really want to try and sell the nightmare corporate world that I view space colonization will be. And I think that will also play really well into letting me add some of the stuff that I've come up with into the settings, specifically Flames of Orion. That's the one that I've been the most excited about. I don't think I've already talked to Steve about that part, but we were talking about Griblies. And I do think that the concept of like the monstrosities from my Wretched universe absolutely fit within this. So I definitely want to try and bring that to make rules for that. But right now I'm thinking mainly it's just terrain. Just working on terrain. Today I'm going to finish setting up the rest of the studio, and then probably work on the castle and work on Flames of Orion terrain. Kelly is home today. So I'm not sure how much I will get done because I'm going to be hanging out with her, make sure she's okay. She's not feeling quite, just not fun. Not fun. Not feeling good. But yeah, I'm really excited with the amount of work that I got done yesterday. I'm pretty tired, like physically. Wish I could go to sleep. But other than that, feeling pretty good about the progress. Got my printer over there, so it's not on this little cart anymore. Shit. I'm trying to think of what to talk about at this point. I don't want to call the stream here because it's like 7:28 and I got like 10 minutes, 12 minutes. I'm normally overgoing on time. I think it's just the fact that I'm just like, because of having to set up cameras and everything. But yeah, at this point, oh, I can show you that picture of one. Sorry, feel better, Kelly. I will pass that on. I didn't have my camera set up yesterday, so I couldn't show you these. But I am going to try and hang some pictures up on my wall as well. This is one of my absolute favorites. This is from Joe Kienberger. This is a kitty. Awful kitty. But I don't know if you can see. I'm going to try to get some angles on there. But there's just something about his style and being able to see the lines, like the cuts and the drags, that I love his work. But this is one of my absolute favorites that I have of his. I've said many times, if Joe paints a cat, you are in a race with me, internet, the world, the rest of Earth, planet Earth. If Joe Kienberger paints a cat, you are in a race to beat me to buy it, period. And that makes me really want to go get the other pictures that I've got of his. One of them is a werecat. But anything cat related is like, thank you, Possum. I love this one. This was, I don't think this is the first one that I purchased that is not a watercolor, but like one of his actual like acrylics. The one that got away that I do still very much regret not picking up was Abaddon. He did a painting of the demon Abaddon, and it was fucking sick, but it was really expensive, and I was like, I don't know if I can justify that. I'm not. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna cover that one. That one's my favorite, actually. I think. Oh, it's hard to say. So this one I absolutely had to have because it's the alien. So absolutely love Alien, as everybody knows. And this is another Joe Kienberger that it's just his acrylics are, there's just nothing else like him. I don't know. His art is just so unique, and it just captures how like they make me feel, if that makes sense. I don't know. but this one might be my favorite. And this is a Shinigami, a Japanese god of death. But it's out of all of the ones that are like his acrylics that I have, this one is the one that I'm just like, holy fuck. It's the line work in the hair, it's just stupid. It's just bananas how thin those little lines are, and just the color. I don't know. There's just shit. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I absolutely love his work. There's just so much to it, and it's almost. I don't think that they are the spots that the circles. These little rings. They almost look like. I keep looking on. I'm on YouTube. Damn it, OBS. I need to get the other computer, like the other monitor set up. Yeah, whoop, these little circles right here, like almost look like fingerprints, but they're not. And I don't know, other than physically cutting them with a knife, like circularly, because I know he uses he uses an X-Acto knife a lot, or even like a piece of metal, like a pin, like a needle, maybe. It's very clearly that he's messed around inside there, but it looks so much like a fingerprint almost, but it's not. I don't know. I love that. Dang, those are acrylic. I believe so. They are acrylic or gouache. I believe they're acrylic and ink, on wood, on pieces of wood. 7:33. I got time. I'll go grab my others. I love his art. I'll show it off. I'll be right back. So, the rest I think are all watercolors, but I will go grab them. So, these are just a stack of pictures that were in my studio upstairs. Here is the werecat. He is wonderful. Yeah, absolutely love this one. It's just gouache would make sense. I've heard that they can have an oil or watercolor 5. Yeah, I think it's gouache and ink. I think, but he also uses acrylics. I want to say acrylic, ink, gouache, watercolors. And then I just know he uses a knife. He paints with a knife a lot. But yeah, Kelly does a lot of watercolor. Kelly predominantly does watercolors. And it's absolutely phenomenal. And it's just her style is just so different. Like the two of them have such a unique way of doing things that I think it's just such. Kelly's is so smooth and beautiful and right, and this I find it extremely relatable. His art, it just seems feral in every sense, like unbound, and that's I guess the what I really appreciate about it. This is the Lord of the Hairs. I got that one. I think it was around Easter when he did these. But I loved that one. Loved that one as well. The Queen, of course. This was one of the ones that he did on one of the Alien Days. Another one of his little watercolors. And then this is the first one I got. Krampus. Krampus was the first of his pieces that I picked up right after the Wires introduced me to his work, which, funny enough, I already was very familiar with his work because of my love of Snake Dog, Black Rabbit on Inli. Black Rabbit on Inl. I don't know that. But I like the way it looks. I like an accent. Shit. Snake Dog? It's either Flying Dog or Snake Dog. I want to say it's Flying Dog. Flying Dog Brewery. They are out of Baltimore, I believe. Or maybe they're out of Pennsylvania. They're somewhere near the Wires. And I know that because he's from that area, and so is that brewery, and that's why he does their artwork. And I've always loved the artwork on those bottles. I was like, this is fucking crazy. And this is my most recent acquisition from him, which I had to have. I've been waiting for years for him to do anything The Thing related. So once that happened, it was I was so excited. I love how good and creepy this guy looks. It's the Bunny Grim Reaper from What I've Done. Oh, gotcha. I don't know if I'm ready to watch that movie. I don't think I am. And then these are Martin prints. Martin print. Boo ba doop boo boo. Boo ba doop boo. Some good Martin prints. Love that Martin boy. This was Matthew. Shit, I said Matthew. Stutson. I'm gonna look up his name because I don't want to fuck it up. But I really liked this print, and I liked it a lot because of the foil. But this guy I met at the an oddities expo in Louisville a year or two ago. But he was super, super, super nice. And I started following him and his work on the Etsy's. Let me see. Where are you? So I can properly tell people who you are. His name is... I don't know his name, but he goes by Reaching for Divine. So, Reaching for Divine. If you're like, hey, don't look at my Etsy. Okay. Yeah, Reaching for Divine. Bam. But yeah, that is the Moon Presence. For those of you not familiar with the Bloodborne, the blood of the Born. This is the Moon Presence, which, yeah, I was really pumped as soon as I saw it. I was like, holy fuck. And then he also had one of Melina, but I was not as enthralled by that one. This is another Joe Kreinberger print. This one's just a print though. But yeah, I really, really liked it. It's a hand numbered 12 out of 25. Oh, and then this is one of my wonderful pictures that Eric sent me. That I'm very, 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 they're so dirty and dusty. All of my frames, everything has been like on the ground and stacked up in piles since I've been in the process of moving for like months. But yeah, this is one of Eric's, and I'm gonna find that paper. I have a little piece of paper that tells me what it is because I don't want to say it wrong. If you mail me anything, I will keep all the notes. Like, no. I still have hydras, all the wires. I've got a little drawing that Martin sent me years ago. It's cute. It's got a little servo skull on it, but I don't know where it is off the top of my head. I'll show it to you later. But yeah, Eli, I'm starting to explore doing art prints on some of my photography on Hanemule photo rag paper and wanted you to have one of the first prints. So yeah, that is what this is. It is one of Eric's prints that he did on Hanemule photo rag paper, and yeah, it's really fucking cool. It's got a very good feeling to it, and it feels awesome and looks amazing. A very nice photo. And then this one is not dirty. The frame is filthy. That is just another one. That one is on regular paper, but it's a really good photo. That's why he sent it to me as well. So thank you again, Eric. Oh no! These frames are not meant to be handled and down on the ground all the time. They're meant to be on a wall holding the art. But yeah, so that is the last of the little pictures that I had in a pile upstairs that I could show you. I've got a lot of others, but I don't know. They definitely won't fit down here on this wall because it was a whole room that I had covered. My big print from Martin is going, I think, in our living room. No, our bedroom. I think it's going in our bedroom. Which I still haven't shown that on the stream, but I should because it's fucking awesome. But yeah, I think I'm probably going to drop it off here. I'm going to go and check on my wife, and I'm going to get started on today. But thank you all. Always love a Martin McCoy. Yes. Always love a good Martin print. He's wonderful. His artwork's wonderful. I can't wait to see Necropolis, like all of it. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out and keep me company and putting up with my bullshit trying to get all this stuff to work. I promise it will be better. We're all downhill from here. Getting to the point where I can start. Thanks for showing tell on the stream day. No problem. Thanks for looking and being interested as always. Just good. I appreciate your time. I appreciate it all so much. Yeah. Sit pretty. Take care, friends. And I will talk to you later. Have a good weekend. Bye, friends.